That is God here, and it's time to talk about the king of the field being in this episode of Blue Lock with Baro. Just awesome. I'm really happy they went this way with Baro. I kind of expected it, but still seeing it just gets you so hyped. I was grinning the entire episode. Even the beginning, the leftovers from previous episode with Isagi still being in that state, taking over the field, and then Baro stealing the show, becoming this villain king throughout the episode was so awesome. And this is why I like Blue Lock quite a lot, just having this reaction, the shocked faces, the surprised faces on everybody, and just showing even a very important lesson, not just for the show, for Baro experiencing defeat finally for the first time, helping him evolve and change. Even in real life, this is a very important lesson, and defeat is the key to success. And I was having so much fun with this episode. And also I want something very important to happen. I need Henri to cook for me also. Please, this needs to happen. So let's get into it now. It picks up straight from last episode after Isagi completely devoured Baro. We see him being very frustrated with what happened, very mad, very angry, but also see the flashback of how he got this ego with himself becoming the king, with him being young, being the best, and others supporting this mentality he started from a very young age, how he got his king status, how he gave up on others, always expecting them to work for him, and got this style to crush others and got a taste for it. He liked that feeling, crushing others, being the king of the field. But he got to experience his own medicine this last episode and in this episode also, and it was amazing seeing with the everything that happened with Baro, and he quickly becomes one of my favorite characters in the entire series. Now we see him try, just out of frustration and desperation, with his direct shot. He misses. We have the back and forth, Nagi blocking Kunigami, Isagi blocking Reo. Baro gets the ball but gets blocked by Chigiri, one step too short, not good enough, and Isagi is there just telling him, give me the ball, and sheer intimidation. And holy shit, Isagi intimidated Baro, and he passed. He actually passed, not because he wanted to, out of his control, just he went on autopilot being fully intimidated by Isagi. And I love that moment so much. That needed to happen for Baro, a taste of his own medicine. The same way he treated others, he was treated in last episode and in this episode. And even more, this scene was amazing. Having somebody like Baro being intimidated is one of my favorite things in anime. Having this powerful character, full of ego character, getting a taste of his own medicine, somebody devouring him, and in this case being Isagi. And even the comment after, that was a nice pass, dunk. And you need to move there. That was so good. And this was the important key, the important thing that changed Baro, that allowed him to evolve. Without experiencing this defeat, with things always going your way, even the comment that Ego made towards the end of the episode, and we're gonna get to those, he needed this to experience this. Without it, he was just probably gonna plateau at some point. And we've seen it in this episode. Last episode, he was kind of useless. And even previous episodes, when they lost against Isagi, and that's why he got picked. As much as talented as he was holding himself back, and he was the problem. But this episode, it showed why he's the king of the field, and finally feeling that despair, feeling defeat for the first time, and even admitting to himself, I wasn't a king in that moment there, feeling what everybody else has experienced thanks to him. And we're gonna get how this affects him and allows him to evolve. Slowly you see the others trying to focus on Isagi. He was in full control of the field, Isagi. They're trying to block him, trying to use Chigiri's speed, but Isagi read that instantly. We have Isagi and Nagi planning, and even kind of twisting the knife in Baro's despair wound. It's pointless to use him, a dethroned king. Just like a trash on the side of the road. Baro was just, he hit the lowest point the bottom of the barrel there, and this needed to happen for him. And you have them going forward with the match. Isagi blocked everything. They're playing in the palm of his hand. I know you need a lot of suspension of disbelief, but why? This is just dumb fun of a series, and I'm having so much fun with it. This was me watching the entire episode. I couldn't stop grinning and blinking, reading all of their movements, and Reo being very, very frustrated that even the pass they tried so much, getting the pass to Chigiri was according to plan, according to Keikaku there, and Nagi chasing that pass and actually catching it right before Chigiri could use his speed. The pass get to him, and Nagi gets the ball and it lands to Baro, and you hear one more time, "Let's go, donkey." But at that moment was a very introspective moment for Baro, slowly heading to that direction, accepting the defeat, having these new feelings throughout him, feeling this powerlessness, this despair, finally understanding how others felt when he was the king over there. And before he could go treat it with the past, they would have won either way, but I feel like they would have lost Baro at some point. Even see him just going with how his life would have become if that was the key moment in his life there, just drowning himself in alcohol, losing his dream, losing his identity there if he went through with it. And you see the hands holding him back, probably all of the others, the dreams that he crushed, just being held back from losing himself there. And he refused that path in life and just goes wild. Just he awakens there. We have him just going Super Saiyan, using this dribble chops technique, and even use the Isagi, his light that was shining. Even the comment he made there, "You guys are shining too bright for me," but he uses that after used Isagi as a decoy and devouring each other. Even Chigiri making the comment for this chemical reaction and saying, "I'm gonna play the villain, I'm gonna become the villain that devours your light." And that was amazing. Baro, one of the best characters in the entire series. I love him so much. It's been awesome. I need more Baro in my life. Why can't I? More that villain Isagi that we also have. Both of them when in that they are in that mode. Amazing. Just give me more of that. And even I really liked Isagi and Nagi. They weren't frustrated, they actually liked it. Especially Isagi, he was like admiring that moment that was happening there. He liked it quite a lot. But even after that they win. Of course, they win thanks to Baro. This time he really needed this to happen, and Isagi was like, "Hey," asking for a high five. No, Baro just instantly, "Hey, piece of shit, what did you say about me?" I'm paraphrasing a bit, of course, saying, "Take it back, I'm a donkey." And Isagi's, "No, I was wrong, you're amazing." And that was just seeing how much Isagi is very different. Others would have handled that situation entirely different. There, them celebrating a bit. I feel like Baro kind of mellowed out after this moment. It was very needed for him. Even Nagi tackling them to celebrate there, and Isagi being excited like a kid watching a candy store. "Hey, I want to learn more about how did you do that?" And him, "I know, it just happened." Of course he can't explain that, and slowly he starts actually having a proper conversation with them as equals instead of just talking down to them there and saying, "Finally I was seeing how he was me versus the rest, always, every time, but somebody stole the lead from you guys. In that moment stole the lead for him, and he decided to become the villain." And even kind of saying that Isagi is his rival in a way. "I won't lose to you ever again." Isagi, new motivation, new Baro, actually not being the weakest link, despite his skill, not holding himself back anymore. Very important, he actually used Isagi's name, like actual name, for the first time. Even Nagi commented on it, saying, "Hey, use my name also." But no, maybe at some point Baro is gonna recognize Nagi, but I feel they're gonna keep on bickering, and I wouldn't have it any other way. The bickering between them, it's so fun. So this was definitely Baro's episode to shine, and this was needed very much for the show and especially for Baro. And yeah, you can just call this was the episode. After that we get some scene with Henri, her being very excited, liking Baro, even Ego praising him a bit. And this was the very important thing I said, where defeat is the key, even in Ego's words, saying people refusing to acknowledge their mistakes, always making excuses, going along with it, even calling it dream doping, and not having the ability to feel despair. And what you do in that moment after experience that, and how you overcome it. Do you use it as something to drive you forward, drive you more towards your dream, or you just have that same experience that Baro had with him, new life flashing before his eyes, with losing himself in there, kind of becoming useless, so to say there. And even looking at how Chigiri and Kunigami and Reo having the same moment, how will they handle this moment, because they're experiencing the same thing. Of course, not during a match, after a match. It's gonna be very important how they're gonna overcome this year, feeling very frustrated. Hey, I could have done this. Chigiri, Kunigami saying I wasn't enough. Reo kind of losing his girlfriend with Nagi. What he's gonna do without his precious Nagi there. And you have Isagi, them being motivated again to beat Rini Toshi, to get Bachira back. And who are they gonna pick? It ends on a cliffhanger. I knew it was gonna happen. It's gonna be a cliffhanger. We're not gonna know who they're gonna pick, but I'm really curious. Is it gonna be Chigiri for his speed, for his new also weapon with pushing the ball forward? I don't see Reo being picked. I don't really think they need Reo. Kunigami kind of does the same things as Baro. I don't know, I kind of leaning towards Chigiri. They're probably gonna pick Chigiri. Although I kind of like Kunigami more as a character. I feel like I would love Kunigami to be picked more. I want to see him evolve more. I feel like they're leaning towards Chigiri, so I don't know. My heart says Kunigami, my logic says Chigiri, and Reo, I'm sorry dude, but I don't know. We're gonna have to see next week who they're gonna pick. I'm curious what you guys think. Who would you pick, or who do you think they are gonna pick for next week? And if you're a source material reader, don't say it, don't spoil, just based on your own choices there. And this was pretty much the episode. I love that quite a lot. Baro had his moment to shine here and showing why he is the king, and amazing. I need more Blue Lock in my life. And also the skit at the end of the episode with Henri showing how much she does for everything to run smoothly, especially for Ego. A lot scheduling, taking care of a lot of the logistics sides there, and even commenting that Ego eats quite a lot of cup noodles, and she wanted to do something nice for him, of course. And this is why I want Henri to cook for me also. And she looked very cute there. And she goes to Ego with the food, actually pretty nice food, and he just dumps a bunch of condiments on her. It's everything, and she wanted to murder him, but had to hold it in. I would have probably done the same. I put a lot of ketchup on everything. Ketchup is my main food, honestly. But yeah, what nice skit at the end of the episode, and a really fun episode. These past few episodes have been amazing. We have so many awakenings happening at the same time. Isagi showing why he's the main character, Baro showing why he is the king, Nagi showing why he's probably one of the most talented players in the entire Blue Lock cast we have seen so far. And I'm really curious how Chigiri, Kunigami, and Reo are gonna handle their despair and defeat moment, and who do you think they're gonna choose? And let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. Also, make sure to check out the podcast, and to get the next one. You are the king. Bye bye.